Hi, Miss Chavez. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Cassandra. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So I know we got your assessment complete. We got everything done. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to check in with you, see how everything's going.
You know what? Things are going great. I'm not going to lie to you. However, I have a dilemma.
Okay. Sounds scary. What's going on?
Yes, they're offering me a promotion at work.
Oh,
Yes,
congratulations.
ma'am. But along with it comes travel.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And not just one day out of the week, it's every weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that adds a bit more. So
Oh, yeah.
why don't we want to do the promotion? What's going on?
Well, this is my situation.
Okay.
I I spend time with my grandbaby. I
Okay.
love the time spent with her. I enjoy and I look forward to spending time with her. So I know that this promotion
Mm-hmm.
will take me away from something that I truly, truly enjoy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like what we're saying is if we take the promotion, we don't get that opportunity to spend that time with grandbaby. But if we don't take that promotion, what happens?
I'm not sure, to be quite honest with you, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I am one of the top employees.
Hmm.
I brought a lot of good ideas to the organization that are being implemented at the moment.
Okay.
So I know I'm part of something good. And I'd like to think that they trust my judgment if I were to turn it down. But it just sounds so exciting to be able to
Hmm.
travel and get to know different places and maybe even outside the country. So it's even more, it sounds exciting,
Hmm.
you know?
That does sound like an incredible opportunity for growth. And like you said,
Yes.
travel, because I know when we had done our initial assessment, you had said that you'd always wanted to travel to different places.
Yes,
So that
yes.
sounds like a good opportunity for that.
Mhm.
But let's talk about what your week with your granddaughter looks like.
Oh
Tell
my
me about that.
goodness, it's exciting. It really is.
Okay.
This is what it looks like. I get off work, I go pick her up after school.
Hmm.
After school, sometimes we go get ourselves a snack before going home. At home, she and I do homework together.
Okay.
I don't always do work at home from work,
Hmm.
but I do try to help her as much as I can. And every once in a blue moon, I'll have work to do. After we
Hmm.
finish, we both cook together. Very important for me because I want her to learn how to cook
Hmm.
at a very tender age, but she's so smart. She picks up on everything,
It's a good
you
skill to
know?
have while you're young.
Yes, ma'am. And my mother taught me how to cook, so
Hmm.
I have to teach that to her too. Part of my culture, you know how that goes. But after we do that, Grandpa joins us for dinner. So
Hmm.
it's family time spent together until mom shows up. And then after that, we clean up
Hmm.
together. We get ready for bed together until mom shows up to pick her up, of course. But there's a story to
Oh,
share before she goes to sleep. So there's a little routine that we do every single day that she's with me. And that's usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On weekends,
okay.
Saturdays, we watch cartoons in the morning. We know what
Hmm.
we're going to watch. Um, 9 o'clock comes around, we have breakfast together, and once again, we're cooking together. We
Hmm.
talk a lot while we're cooking. We talk about the measurements, what we're going to cook for the day. So that's something that I love teaching my granddaughter. Noon comes around, we're playing outside, or we go to the movies, or we go to the park, anything to get her busy and her little body physically stimulated. I'm
Uh-huh.
all for that. Um, 4 o'clock, by the time mom comes home, we've already gotten her ready for the next day. She gets her clothes ready for church because it is Saturday, you know.
Hmm.
Mom comes home, she picks her up, and they're away. But then when I have her on Sundays in the morning, we go to church. You know,
Awesome.
that's very important for us.
Hmm.
You know, it is part of me, part of my culture, part of what I believe in. My spiritual values are very important to me.
Hmm.
Prayer, believing in a higher being, faith. You know, I want her to learn those things right now. I want to instill all of that in her while she's young.
Hmm.
You know, so that's something that it's important for me. So my week is very. This is what we're gonna do. This is what it's gonna look like, and she's comfortable with it for now. So I
Mhm.
want to enjoy it while I can.
How old is she?
She is 4, almost 5. Bright,
Oh,
bright young lady. Can read.
oh,
Yes,
wow.
simple words, but she can read.
Hey, that's not bad. We'll take what we can get, right?
That's right.
It sounds like she's in a good stage of development right now, too, that time that you have with her is really helping her development and her growth. Tell me a little bit about her.
She's super smart. Very smart. Sometimes she can be a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. She'll drag her little feet
Uh-huh.
to get ready for stuff, but
Most
for
kids
the
do.
yeah, I guess. But she's very smart.
Uh-huh.
She's a sponge. Anything she hears, anything she learns, she remembers.
Mhm.
She repeats it. Words she's learning, she's starting to associate sounds with letters. So
Oh, awesome.
she's a smart, smart little girl, and I have to be grateful for everything her mom does for her as well because she's very advanced for her age.
Well, it sounds like that in part is you too, spending all that time with her and, like you said, teaching her how to
Oh,
cook and
thank
doing all
you.
this stuff with her.
Thank you.
So it sounds like the family that she has supporting her right now is really good for her.
Mhm.
Would she still be okay if you didn't have that with her? Would Grandpa still work through those things with
You know what?
her?
I believe Grandpa would,
Okay.
but I've enjoyed my time with her so
Hmm.
much that it's hard for me to let go and allow someone else to step in and take over
Uh-huh.
something that I've enjoyed doing for so long.
Yeah.
You know?
And that sounds like it would be a really hard decision to just say, okay, well,
Yes.
we've had all this time, but sorry, I'm gone now. So you and
Yeah.
Grandpa get to share that time. And so that's got to be kind of hard
Mhm.
too, because that's your own personal time, and now you have to
Yes.
share. But tell me, let's talk about work now. Tell me a little bit about what you do. I know you said that you are a nonprofit for senior citizens, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's talk about what your job entails exactly.
My job consists of providing resources and assistance to our seniors,
Okay.
okay, in need. So, as you know, we have a lot of senior citizens that do not have family members that can help for them, that can
Hmm.
help them, or much less some that might have children that don't have time for their parents. You
Hmm.
know, so we provide any kind of resource from medical assistance to phone numbers that can help them for food, for help around the house, hygiene, you know,
Hmm.
anything that'll help them personally.
Yeah.
We try to help them as much as we can. So that work isn't just within our state, it's nationwide and it's even gone outside our own nation. So that's where the traveling comes in.
Oh,
So we
okay.
provide all this help for all the seniors that allow us to help them.
So that's where this is coming from, is now you guys are
Yes,
branching out a little bit more, so that's why the travel is included.
exactly. You know, it's exciting. It's it's nerve-wracking for me.
Uh-huh. I can imagine. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of new stuff that's happening, and it's hard to let go of what we've been doing to do that
Yes.
new stuff. Do you think there are any other positions that would require you not to travel, or do you feel that even this travel might help with your growth in your own
Well,
employment?
you know, I think because I've been a key part in the growth of our organization, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that I might have an opportunity to grow from within and give someone else that opportunity to travel. You
Okay.
know, so I think as a goal for me personally, I wouldn't mind sitting down with administration. Now that you're pointing that out, I think it's a good idea. And maybe even talk with administration and giving them more ideas that'll help me stay within the office and allow someone else that opportunity to grow and travel. I like that.
Well, there you go. Well, that's a possible opportunity as well. So right now it sounds like you've listed good on both sides. You have this amazing opportunity with growth, with
Mhm.
work that you're doing that could help with growth, and there's many maybe different options that you can talk to your employer about, but you also get that opportunity to help with your granddaughter's growth. But let's talk about your own personal goals. So tell me a little bit about those.
I want to be able to continue to spend time with my granddaughter.
Uh-huh.
She's my focus right now. I'm at
Hmm.
that point in my life where I'm okay, I'm comfortable, and so I even have the resource to be able to help her if I have to. And by that I'm referring to more time. Um, Break down the time. Maybe on Mondays we can touch more on the cultural piece, our traditions, what what I grew up with and have her get an idea as to who she is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday maybe would be we could do more on spirituality, touch more on God, on why prayer is so important,
Mm-hmm.
and why she too also has to set goals for herself spiritually. And then maybe Fridays, and I'm just throwing ideas because you're helping me here. I'm just excited for all these good opportunities.
Mhm.
You know?
It sounds like it. And it sounds like you have a lot of good goals. You really want to help family. You really want to promote that
Mhm.
growth. And you have, I believe, you have a lot of good goals for your employment as well. You mentioned those earlier. You want to have that growth. You want to be that change. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go ahead and for your homework this week, I think what we can do is have a list of pros and a list of cons of why taking that new promotion would be good and bad. And then when we come back, we can talk about each pro, each con, and we'll say, does this outweigh this? Does this cancel out this?
I
And we
like
can
that.
go from there. So at the
I like
next
that.
session, I think we'll talk about that a little bit more. It sounds like you've laid out a lot of good ideas so far.
Thank you.
And when we make that list, it'll kind of give us a little bit of what those extra worries are that maybe we didn't touch on that we can a
I
little
like
bit
that.
more.